All losses hurt, but some just have that special sting. The pain that makes them something more. Losing a championship series, failing to beat a rival. There are plenty of examples. This series is dedicated to documenting those that caused heartbreak exceeding all others. The ones that caused not just the players and their fans to feel the pain, but those that hurt to watch as a neutral observer as well. The losses that just make you feel bad. Curse's journey began as one of the original big teams of the North American League, alongside the likes of TSM, CLG, Dignitas, and Epic Gamer, and they strung together a bunch of modest results with a variety of team compositions, but eventually earned a spot as one of the 8 teams competing for 3 spots at the 2012 World Championship for North America, with a roster of Westerice, St. Vicious, NiJackey, Cobb, and Elements. The team beat TSM Evo in round 1, but fell to TSM 2-1 in the second round, and suffered their first major heartbreak losing to CLG Prime in the third place match, becoming the first team out of the World Championship.
His teleport is up, Curse trying to put it down, but there's an incredible shockwave from Big Fat, and St. Vicious jumping on top of Doublelift, but Doublelift has the Lulu ultimate. NiJackey flashing in to try make something happen, but Big Fat takes him out almost immediately. Here comes the Requiem for the massive amount of damage, but Big Fat has that shield, and Doublelift takes St. Vicious out, so there's the turnaround, and here goes the beeline CLG pinging down
death timers.
They want to chase, they want to push 60 seconds on St. Vicious.
Pop going to try to hold them off. They're diving in. They're trying to end this game right now and move on.
Here's the fight. The stun going down, but Westerice countering with the taunt. He gets 2 members of CLG. Doublelift cleansing almost immediately, and look at that damage from that grave. But Cobb responding with some damage himself.
Down. This game is over.
Ignite going down. Cobb's getting low. Will he go down? One more hit will do it. Doublelift takes him out. Doublelift is cutting absolutely everybody. He cleanses. He's ignited. He's pushing. 4 members of CLG Elements getting exhausted. And with this, CLG is going to push it down. They are going to take this 3rd place of this North American Regional. Holy moly, what a finish, Jack.
Look at the exuberance on CLG's face. They move on. They have qualified. The trip to Korea was worth it. Everything they have worked so hard for. The years and years of practice.
Following the World Championship, Voyboy left the CLG team that beat Curse and joined as their new top laner. The team got to be the biggest fish in the pond as they were forced to play through qualifiers to earn their spot in the inaugural split of the NALCS. And,
Here we go, 2 seconds, here he goes, but it's going to be NiJackey that forces the fight, and that's going to be coming straight in. Curse of the South, moment, but it's too little, too late. Bullet time had already gone up, they drop Sonar immediately. St. Vicious flashes out of the damage. That's going to be the Katarina damage. Is it going to be enough? But no, here comes Voyboy, jumps in, gets 1, gets 2. He's just pouncing around, he's just getting the resets, all over the place, just ripping it apart. And that is a triple kill for Voyboy. They've spotted the Baron in there, and now they're going to come in for a full-on fight. See, Elements in there. Elements is doing as much as he can. Bullet time will just drop them surely in there. They do pick up the Baron. Is it going to be quick enough? No. You can see Grim Samurai jumped in and just got melted. Chase on Fire goes down to Voyboy as well. Now you can see he just leaps on towards Cheesy Cookie. That's a double kill for Voyboy. And well, he has got Unstoppable Force available. He's going to come around. Hasn't used it yet. Manages to get the slowdown. We'll try and delay it as much as possible. See whether Voyboy can actually dodge out of it. Instead, he's going to turn on. Here comes the Twisted Fate. NiJackey's going to join the party. There it is. Voyboy's going to get taken down very low. Pounces. Is he going to get away? Yes, he has. Voyboy with next to no health.
That tells me it doesn't work, but Turret's going down. There's the initiative.
There's the ultimate on the crescendo, and the ultimate from MF completely shredding Shunpo after Shunpo. The Death Lotus to come out. There's another finish for Katarina. The double kill, looking for the triple kill here. Go. You see a little aggression here onto Voyboy, but he is going to go strong on this. I think he's going to try. No, he's going to go for the kill, actually. I thought he was going to try to. What is going on? Chouse just did not know this was going to happen. A cleaned up double kill for Voyboy. The turret's not actually taking that much damage, but they do get the Rune Prison onto nothing. This looks like the engagement's going hard, focusing onto nothing. Voyboy ghosts, and he is in the fight with Ragnarok. We saw him do it before. He is going to zone out 3 people by himself.
Oh my God.
Lambo's forced to flash. Voyboy continues to go on and fight his own battle down here below the inhibitor turret. The rest of his team on the top right of the screen doing the work they need to do, and Voyboy just manned up and seriously carried that fight.
the team was in another league. Actually, they started out the regular season smurfing all over the other actual LCS teams too. charging to an 8-0 start before dropping their first game to then second place team Dignitas.
Off the bat, Hotshot is going to be able to force him out of the fight, but Voyboy and the rest of the team has had a chance to get here, and it looks like CLG spent a little bit too long in the wrong jungle. Double kill coming in for Voyboy. He's gonna man up once again. The undertow just misses as he splits the defense, and it looks like the chase may be on for Chowster. Chowster doesn't look like he has any more wards left. He does get the Q and resonating strike over, and it does not look like they're gonna be able to get him. Oh, the living artillery from Cobb coming out of nowhere.
After finishing 4 weeks at 9-2, they limped to just a 10-7 record over the rest of the season, and a 1-4 record in the final week ended up dropping them to second place finish. The team's records were generally strong, but it was clear the long season had worn them down, and yeah.
Fend this one up.
They have to coordinate their team fight and lock up everyone in the CC at the same time. GG making the move.
They're just diving right in, but Gente gets completely cut out. He will fall right away, but here comes the damage onto Saint. Shotgun comes by as well. A lot of pain coming through, but here comes Zion Spartan. Will it be enough? One's going to fall down. Cop, he's going to be next. 2 for 1 so far. 2 for 2, I should say. And there's the shockwave coming by. Here comes Boy falling over. Zion looking for a fourth. He's going to back away from that. But 3 for 2, and they've got control over the base. Global
enables him to get a turret, and they get a hook onto Jackie.
Oh my gosh, they burst him so low. Ezreal comes by as well. The Vlad ult, Jackie will fall over. They find one. Here they go. Zion Spartan under fire. He dodges the knockup from Saint, but Saint goes in the back line. They get another kill onto Cop. This is a 5 versus 3 team fight right now. Saint is alone. He's been sent under the turret, and we're going to have Vlad run away just alive. They're unstoppable now. Gente gets the kill. This could be GGU making it to the finals as the inhibitor falls down.
This is going to be game over. GGU.
GGU putting on a clinic, taking them to school. The turrets are falling over. The champions are falling over. Good Game University are into the finals against Team Solo Mid.
We talked about how important the small adjustments are in these best of 3. GGU took the last game into consideration, picked up a couple of hard engages and some split pushers, and made Curse fall to the same strategy.
They lost their semifinal match against 6th seed GGU 1-2 with Rux in at support after Element stepped down before the playoffs. Following this disappointing split, the team picked up Edward from the EU LCS's Gambit Gaming to be their new permanent support. The pickup seemed like a strong one, but it didn't reflect on their standings. The team sat in the bottom 2 from weeks 1 through 6, briefly secured 5th in week 7, but fell back to 7th in week 8. The team put together a 4-1 week 9 to boost themselves not only into the playoffs, but all the way to the 4th seed, meaning they got a better matchup plus blue side advantage. Again, this wouldn't translate to a strong performance. They lost 1-2 to Dignitas, and then in a disaster, lost 0-2 to CLG in the 5th-6th match, meaning they would have to play in relegations to hold on to their spot in the LCS.
Every time he's out of Zanyas, he gets hit up. Voyboy as well, he gets locked up very hard there. The exhaust he tries to use, but he goes down as well. CLG looking good on a base push.
2 for 1 in that fight, and the bubbles from Chowster have been perfect there. They get the inhibitor down, and they're looking for more.
Edward coming out here with the home guard boots on, trying to get a little bit of damage down. They're really just creating the pressure of presence right now. That is all just a bluff that Curse is trying to do, and CLG does not buy it. Going in on, they get 2 kills for Double Lips, looking for the triple kill. He gets that last explosive shot from Tristana. There it is, takes him down. They get the inhibitor, and it may look like the game. And strength in the ability they showed this game.
And so many CLG fans will be wondering, where was this CLG yesterday?
Change was evidently needed. Ahead of the promotion tournament, Curse made a series of moves to change the roster. Rookies Quas and Zekant were picked up to shore up the holes, with Voyboy opting to swap to the mid lane to make room for Quas. The big news for the team was the jungle position. Longtime starter Saint Vicious stepped down to take on a coaching role for the team, because in November of 2013, I Will Dominate was cleared for play. I Will Dominate was a star jungler for Team Dignitas who played at the 2012 World Championship, but following the event was given a ban from competitive League of Legends for toxic in-game behavior, with a chance for reinstatement after 1 year pending a review. Curse picked him up and stowed him in their academy roster while he worked to reform, and sure enough, he was reinstated on the 1 year mark and cleared to play in the 2014 LCS. The team easily retains their spot in the LCS, but limps into the spring season, going 3-5 over the first 3 weeks before the team decided to bring Saint Vicious back to replace Zekant at support. I don't see how that can go wrong. Yeah, the team only managed to go 2-6 over the 4 weeks with St. Vicious in the roster, and then brought in another rookie in Bunny Fufu. Bunny dazzled with his Thresh actually, going 4-1 with the pick and drawing 5 bans on it. Outside of his Thresh, things were not nearly as good, however. The team went just 2-5 when he wasn't playing Thresh, but that recovery was still good enough to bring them to 5th place. Curse got revenge on Dignitas, beating them 2-1 in the quarterfinals, but fell to Cloud9 and CLG 0-2 in the semifinals and 3rd-4th place match respectively. The podium continued to elude them. Before the start of the summer split, 2 major things happened that would swing Curse's fate. 1, Team Solo Mid released their longtime support player Xpecial after benching him in favor of Glebe. He made his way to Curse to become their permanent starting support player. And number 2, LMQ arrived. LMQ was a team that had settled into the bottom tier of the Chinese LPL in the 2013 summer, managing just an 8-13 record. Following some roster swaps and the acquisition of a new sponsor, the roster, now Ackerman, No Name, Zhao Weizhao, Vasily, and more, was moved to North America with the goal of qualifying into the much weaker league, and likely getting a spot at the World Championship at the end of the 2014 season. The Chinese force dominated their way through the NA Challenger Series, sweeping out XDG 3-0 to earn their spot into the LCS in their very first attempt.
And he gets Zuna. 2-0, the flash away from Sheep. Here's a jump in for Zhao Weizhao. This could be the game-winning push. LMQ going down the front door inhibitor.
Vasily takes down both carries by himself, and LMQ can run straight into the base.
Is it going to be enough now for the Nexus? Benny's going to be there. 5 versus 3. Ackerman tanks turret number 1, and there's the minion wave. Smite comes through. Ackerman jumps in towards Benny. There's a damage in. Rise gets deleted in about 2 seconds. Turret number 2 under fire as well. Can LMQ just close it out? This will be their LCS spot. There's revives coming in for Zuna and ManCloud, but the damage still coming through. LMQ diving in, they find another kill. They're finding the Nexus, the damage comes in, and that's the 3-0. LMQ are in the LCS.
And they absolutely deserve this spot.
This brings us to the start of the 2014 summer split, and things for these 2 teams are complete opposites. Curse sits in last at 2-6 after 3 weeks, but is able to recover, moving into a standalone 6th place going into the final Super Week 11, and a strong 3-1 conclusion puts them into 4th place in the overall standings. The team has played their hearts out over the back half of the split, with Xpecial and Voyboy both earning Player of the Week awards in weeks 7 and 11 respectively, and the team is entering the playoffs on a bit of a high.
This is a scary team now, and everyone in the LCS is going to take notice as Curse moves towards the playoffs now. They dismantled teams this Super Week. Aside from that misstep they had against complexity of all teams at the start, they crushed people. They have different champion selects, great champion pools across the board, and everyone is stepping up at the right moment here.
LMQ, on the other hand, has been a top-tier team all split long. They brought a breakneck pace and aggressive playstyle that catches a lot of the NA teams off guard and allows them to easily bowl over many of them, going 7-1 against the bottom 2 teams and also managing to sweep TSM 4-0 over the course of the season. Top laner Ackerman picked up a Player of the Week award in Week 9.
Oh my word. Oh my word, no way! What a play! Ackerman just completely outplays Seraph!
But it was mid laner Zhao Weizhao who impressed the most, picking up Player of the Week in weeks 1, 3, and 5, more as an individual than Curse had as an entire team, and earned the MVP award for the split. His prowess on Twisted Fate and Yasuo impressed greatly, dominating with both of these picks. The team sits in at least a tie for first for 9 of the first 10 weeks, but finished the season in second behind Cloud9, who they tied in record but lost to in the head-to-head 1-3. Cloud9 was one of 2 teams who were able to figure out how to beat LMQ in the season. For Cloud9, it was their unflinching mid and late game shot calling. All they had to do was weather LMQ's vicious early game and then watch them crumble as the game went long.
too much. LMQ doing a very good job at microing themselves in and out when the higher health bar needs to be taking damage.
Get one.
Very nice job. That's going to be big. Moore tries to offer up the true damage from his passive. High goes in. He is full HP. Xiaowei for the backside. Gets up balls, and he could be taking him down. There's the 1-2 from him and No Name. They are now following C9 from the backside. They were just on the front side. What is happening in this fight? High turns it around. He's going to go for the triple. Woo! Triple kill for High. 13-14, 44 minutes in, and Meteos is saving the base.
Baron.
Dash away. And LMQ knows it. They know they can't even contest the outright fight. That's a very nice Nami ultimate, but is it followed up? Because there is the disengage from the Stranglethorn. Meteos getting hit up. Good HP bars on both sides. Still looks like a strong fight. Ackerman, he is going for broke on this one. Ball's getting very hurt. Vasili's low. Wait a minute. It's going to be High coming in. He's going to get the rock down to the Guardian Angel of Vasili. Meteos on the back line. A few more shots for him can solidify a kill, and kill secured. Double kill for High. He's going big again. Shots coming in from Sneaky onto No Name, and Cloud9 may have just turned this one around.
Ball's picked up more magic resist amongst this. This could be the fight right here.
Oh, on the one side, great box. Nobody can get through that right now to get the rest of the team. You see, and No Name has to go around the outside, and Cataclysm. Ackerman almost gets hooked up. Balls is going deep into the fight on this one, and Xiao's going to be going down. Did they just end the game? Almost 2 fights in a row? Moore's got Meteos all over him. Those are going to be the wild cards that High needs to take him down. Meteos stays up this time. They're on to the Nexus turret. It's going to be 40 seconds on 3 members, and Cloud9's looking to win.
This is it. Cloud9 makes the stall and takes down LMQ 37 minutes in.
The first time Cloud9 gets their footing, they take the win.
Wow. Not the way you expect Cloud9 to take down LMQ. The way these teams normally play, you would think a very early clash of teams fighting over every early objective. Yet this time, Cloud9 was able to win, at one point being down 6 turrets to 1. But they had the late game strategies. They got Mundo big enough. Kog'Maw did enough damage, and High withstood the barrage of power from Xiao.
The other team was actually Curse, who also figured out how to go long against LMQ by just literally picking champions that are borderline unkillable, so LMQ couldn't build a meaningful lead. Oh, and there was also that one game where LMQ went all AD, so Curse picked Braum and built 4 Randuin's Omens. This brings us to the summer playoffs, in which the top 3 placing teams will earn spots at the World Championship as representatives for North America. Curse had to play in the quarterfinals, drawing the CLG team who ditched NA in the final week to spend some time boot camping in Korea to make a push for Worlds. CLG garnered a lot of hype for this move, and some thought that they might be able to make a run for an NA title. Instead, after a close game 1, CLG basically just ran it down in games 2 and 3. And in Curse's semifinal match against Cloud9, Cloud9, now thoroughly back into their position as the most dominant team in the LCS, smashes Curse, moving to the final, with Curse dropping to the 3rd place match, still with their shot at Worlds intact. LMQ, on the other hand, put on an absolute show against TSM in the other semifinal match. The series was a barn burner, with Xiao trying his absolute hardest to carry LMQ, but in the end it wouldn't be enough. Bjergsen put TSM on his back and dragged them through to a 3-2 victory in the series. The clash of arguably the 2 best mid laners in the LCS was a legendary one, but now it's time for our main event, the 3rd place match between Team Curse and LMQ. The main chatter coming into this series is a matter of who's more affected by the results of yesterday. Who is more tilted coming in? The Curse team who got blown out of the water by Cloud9, or the LMQ team who fought their heart out in their full 5-game series versus TSM, but came up short? Picks and bans for Game 1 come through, with the major head-scratcher being No Name opting for Lee Sin early into LMQ's draft. No Name won a dismal 2-16-11 over the final 3 games against TSM on Lee Sin, which becomes 0-11-2 if you just count the final 2 games, both losses. And he, again, fails to make any meaningful impact on the early game ganker, falling helplessly behind. And Cop, with Corki, plays out of his mind to lead Curse to the Game 1 win.
Shao pops the Zonians, but here comes Cop. He's going to trade his life for that one, and Curse want to keep fighting. Can they get No Name? He's losing all of his health bars, and yes, they can. A double kill for Cop.
Whoa, they're gonna do it, what the? All right, they're gonna 3-man bear, never mind.
Well, No Name's dead anyway, so it's just up to the damage output. Ackman wants to stop them here, and honestly more, losing so much health.
They got him!
Another one, they get the knockup, and Ackman's gonna go down too, and suddenly Curse are in complete control. This is a little bit of a risk. And they group back up. TF gonna be over on towards Quas. Good damage comes across, as does a Cocoon. And the battle's gonna begin. Shao kites back to the side, and they get the kill on the No Name. More taking damage as well. He does actually stay alive though. Dominant now off to the side. Vasily tries but can't do it. A whole bunch of kills come in for Cop, and Curse keep winning fights.
Dominant extremely low though, does have to worry about another wild card.
Oh, Cop goes in. Shao has the Zonias.
Immediately
the
back.
Perfect QSS, and there's the kill for Quas. The rest of Curse have shown up. That's turret number 2. That's the Nexus in the best of 5 for Worlds. Curse wins Game 1. Huge boost there for Curse.
Game 2 shows No Name finally dropping his Lee Sin for Kha'Zix, but Curse retains Voyboy's Yasuo and Cop's Corki to great effect. Xpecial also swaps off of Braum duty to play the much more proactive pick of Thresh, and Curse brawls down LMQ in a quick 26-minute game.
He goes on a Voyboy, a great knock, but he gets the death mark. Boy is surely going to fall, but he gets the ulti on first, and a triple kill comes in for Curse. They're going to take down Moore and Vasily as well. They're inside the base in 26 minutes. That is an ace for nothing.
And they're gonna shove this one all the way to Nexus turrets here. 25 seconds on everybody for LMQ. Curse looking to take Game 2.
Wow, Curse really turn it on here in this game. And it's gonna be Quas running from a turret. Vasily gets the credit. But Curse are 1 game away from being the 3rd North American team to qualify for the 2014 World Championship.
The moment is at hand. Curse is only 1 win out of 3 games away from shaking off their 4th place curse. Voyboy and Xpecial are both desperate to prove themselves and make it back to Worlds. LMQ's late season crumble seems to be in full effect, as they seem unable to shake off the tilt from their mounting defeats. Game 3 gives us one of the first big pick swaps of the series, as LMQ opts to first pick away Yasuo for Zhao. Voyboy opts to take the Zed that Zhao played in Game 2, and the early game goes well in their favor.
Everything available for both mid laners, and they go at it.
Oh, they're gonna go in for the mid lane there. Good damage exhaust created on both these guys, and Shao forces a dash very far away. Voyboy goes back to his shadow, but in comes Ackman. The quality from Blue does mean 1 kill, and more damage comes across Shao. Shao already burned his ulti. Now he's trying to run away. Dominate flashes out. He stays safe. Voyboy kills Shao. And No Name does pick off Dominant before trading his life down. However, that's still 3-1 for Curse. Whoa! It goes in. Voyboy still gets the blue, and the battle continues now. Actually, no, that was a blue for Ackman. That was turret gold who went through. Now, the all-in onto Ackman. He's trying to take this kill. Looks like that will be the case. Goes in now for Shao. Yasuo trying it out to wake. Little Ant's going to land. No Name not going to be enough. He goes back on a Voyboy, though. There's Whimsy. There's the damage from Boy, and out goes No Name.
Unfortunately, at the Dragon 20 minutes in, this happens.
They force LMQ to start the Dragon because they know they have the advantage in split pushing, but it goes down so fast.
Dominant cannot get the smite. He flashes it anyway, though, and the battle has begun. Voyboy stuck in the back lines, doing what he can to Shao, but he dies. 1 for 0. Nice knockup by Moore, and in comes everybody. 3 kills picked up so far. This is a great fight for LMQ. Make that 4. Only Quas left alive. Flashes out. The Culling still on his tail, though.
They roll the momentum into a Baron and an Inhib, but at the next Dragon fight, Curse fights back, with Cop going huge on Corki once again.
They've not been able to do much in team fights. Hook's going to land on a Shao. This could be the battle Curse wants. A lot of knockouts come across. Now who's going to get the damage done, though? A lot of health bars dropping, and Shao is inches from death. 2 for 1 so far. Cop going big, but he gets found by Vasily, but Whimsy from Quas keeps him alive. A triple for Cop, and suddenly LMQ are routed.
Right after, however, a Baron fight is completely botched by Curse. LMQ runs it down mid and takes game 3.
And a no name in there with this fight.
For
Hook land.
both sides. Hook onto Moore. And now all 5 members are around. It's still going down though. Dominate in the wings. Can he make this fight steal happen? He wants it, but it goes to No Name. And the battle starts. Vasily kites back safely. He does survive. And now it's Quash. The front line's going down. 2 kills so far for LMQ. They're gonna make that 3 with special. Cop forced to run. So is Boy. They look for inhib number 2, but Curse are reviving. Quas is there. Xiao on the front lines. There's a win while to keep the safe. Boy leaves the slow. Great hook into Xiao. Can they engage? No Name finds Boy. 1 for 0. They've traded back though. Cop safe in the back line, but so is Vasily. Ackerman tanky on the front side. I Will Dominate's going to fall. This could be the game. No Name wants in. He slows Cop. That is 3 kills. That's a 4th. Only Quas alive, and there's only 1 Nexus turret left. This is going to be LMQ looking to pull it back, but Quas is playing defense. He's getting hit up. He's going to fall, but where are the minions? No Name died. LMQ finally get the turret. This will be the game, and LMQ start their slow crawl back in this 3rd place match.
What a revival for LMQ, bringing it back. Must-win game number 2 coming up.
Game 4 picks and bans are exposing Curse's inability to adapt. Voyboy grabs Yasuo and Xiao grabs Orianna, but otherwise both teams run back the same set of champions, including I Will Dominate opting back onto his low-impact Elise late in the draft. It doesn't take long for things to start going wrong for Curse.
Advantages slowly going in Curse's favor the longer LMQ wait. Since they committed to this, they have to force.
Oh, the flash engage, the multi-man knock-in with the shockwave hits as well. Boy dies before he can act at all. First blood to Ackerman. No Name gets out safe. Dominate cannot chase that kill down, and more kills start coming in for LMQ. Dominate also screwed. This should be 4 kills and some follow-up for LMQ.
Whoa, 15-minute Baron spawn, Baron kill here.
It took them 20 seconds, but they got it. A 15-minute Baron for LMQ.
Woo!
Curse has apparently forgot what allowed them to beat LMQ so many times in the regular season, as their squishy teamfighting lineup crumbles to LMQ's disgusting amount of early pressure. Describing Game 4 as anything short of a massacre would be disingenuous to LMQ, as this game was just a raw display of force. Suddenly, the series was tied.
LMQ as well.
Shockwave in! 3! There's the engage. In comes No Name. Health bar so low. Quas dies. All will dominate. Forced one away as Boy also drops 2 for 0. Into the base they go. Special will make a 3rd. Flays away. Doesn't matter. 4 members dead for Curse. This is sure to be LMQ grabbing a lot.
Woo! Xiao back on Orianna. Huge shockwave to end out the game. 13-0. And they don't even get to the Nexus. Surrender comes in. 2-2, all tied up.
And if you're anything like the majority of fans, you didn't have to get past the next game's pick and ban phase to see the writing on the wall. In the first rotation on red side, with both Yasuo and Maokai up, a lethal combination that hadn't yet been played in the series, but was well known as being a powerful combo, in which Voyboy had shown strength on Yasuo this very series, and Quas was undefeated on Maokai over the season. It was the no-brainer pick to end all no-brainer picks, and instead...
They could pick a Maokai and Orianna once again.
Wow.
The Lulu that, while having been fairly strong in Game 1, had felt invisible the past 2 games, and a Lucian pick that, while strong, Cop had never impressed on, and his Corki, which Vasily was terrible on and was never going to pick for himself, was still up. LMQ responded by grabbing the Kha'Zix pick No Name had terrorized Curse on in the past 2 games, and the powerful Maokai for themselves. I Will Dominate once again grabbed his uninspiring Elise.
Going back to the Elise though, over and over again.
And still Curse denied to grab Yasuo, heading over to LMQ on the final rotation. What was Curse's amazing answer to Yasuo? Akali, the signature pick of the kid, a counter to Yasuo, theoretically at least. Surely that'd be a good pick. Yeah, not really. Curse had drafted one of the squishiest possible lineups into LMQ's godly teamfighting. The biggest damage threat being the easily CC'd Akali and an Elise who needs to have early ganks to be effective, something I Will Dominate has not been able to fulfill this series. LMQ has one of their best possible team comps, with basically every pick down the line being everything they could have wanted. There was only one way this story was going to end. The curse will live on.
Mobility boost instead of sight stone. Boy going with the creep wave, draws the exhaust.
Wow, will Xiao get a knock-up and a combo out? The pink ward comes in. There's the combo. They go for Boy. Binding its no name. That was especially going to be enough for this one.
Oh, first blood!
Boy gets first blood in game 5.
Want to let them get away, and it's actually Quas with the assistant Glitter Lance. Here it is, the early return to that dragon that was left up. Boy gets caught.
What a crucial black shield, but is it enough? No name tries. Xiao is there. Vasily gets the assassination and the engage. They find another kill. Quas shows up late. Dominic goes down, but trades one back. Quas trying to run, but it's not enough. Vasily finds a double. Only Cop alive. He's forced away, and LMQ win yet another fight.
Whoa! Once again, can't even really show replays in this series because they're constantly going for team fight.
Xiao, there's a great Braum ulti, and they find their way onto a special, and No Name joins. 1-for-0 so far. No Name going mental in this fight, finds I Will Dominate. That is 4. Only Quas is alive. This could be the LMQ Baron. Quas will fall as well. A triple for No Name on Kha'Zix, and LMQ are in complete control.
Dangerous trap to set for Curse. They've only got a couple people in this bush, and it's a full-man team of LMQ in the area.
Here they go, 3 versus I think 4. The ulti comes in for Xpecial. The play being made, the mass knockup comes in. Xpecial just barely slinks out. They've got 1-for-0 so far. They've flashed away from the Cogmod death, but suddenly Ackerman finds himself a double kill. Quas is slow, but here comes Cop, but he does not have the damage. Ackerman making it all happen. No Name finds another. Cop not going to escape. More claims the kill. Dominate now stuck under his turret, and everybody from Curse is dead. And it's down to half HP already. LMQ just grouped up for the damage there. There's the engage. They find Cop. He's going to die like right away. The turret's gone as well. Boy into the back lines, but he cannot find any damage to deal. It's 4 kills so far. It's all 5. This is going to be LMQ.
They make the comeback a reality. Lose first 2 games, 1, 2, 3, comeback, LMQ, gonna take game 5.
And No Name finally vindicating himself after a couple of rough games against TSM. 11-2-9, LMQ, you're headed to the World Championship.